Hi, I'm Grammy, and welcome back to Grammy's Vegan Kitchen. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, you know that I've been away for a while. We moved recently from the Southwest in New Mexico up to the Pacific Northwest, and it is beautiful up here. It's springtime, everything's in bloom, the daffodils, the tulips, and today I'm going to make carrot cake. It's a vegan carrot cake. I've always loved carrot cake and used to eat it all the time for Easter. And we would make our bunny rabbits out of it and have lots of fun. The children would help decorate it. But today we're going to make it vegan. And instead of eggs, we're going to be using applesauce. The cream cheese frosting is going to be fantastic. It's using a vegan cream cheese and a vegan butter. It will taste just the same and everyone will love it. I promise you every last crumb will be eaten. Join me now and please, if you like this recipe, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I sure would love to see you again. Okay, we're going to get ready to make our cake now. I've prepared all my ingredients. That really makes it easier for you if you get everything prepared and laid out so that you can assemble it. Once you get to that preparation point, it all goes together quickly. I will have already started preheating my oven. It's 350 degrees. I want to get that preheated before I would put my cake in the oven. And I also think it would be good to get our pan prepared. We'll be oiling the pan. And if you're making round cake pans, you'll want to put some parchment in them. We're going to do ours in a rectangle that you can just cut it right out of there. And so parchment probably isn't going to be necessary as long as it's well oiled. I'll be taking those dry ingredients and I'll be combining them into one bowl and whisking all the dry ingredients together so they're really well mixed up. We'll move on from there. Okay, 2.5 cups of flour. That is an unbleached all-purpose flour. I have a cup of white sugar, a cup of brown sugar, a cup of chopped nuts, and that is optional. I like nuts in it. And I put about 1/2 cup of raisins, and then our baking soda, baking powder, salt, cinnamon, and a touch of cardamom. I'm going to go ahead and whisk this all together so it's really mixed up well. You don't want to have clumps of sugar or salt or whatever, so you have to kind of get that mixed up. And I like getting my nuts and my raisins in there so that they're well incorporated into the flour mixture. Okay, I'm going to add my wet ingredients into my stand mixer bowl so that I can mix those together really well before I take those wet ingredients and add it to the flour. Okay, I've prepared my pan, which means I've oiled it or greased it, however you like to do it. Some people use parchment in their pan. This pan, I'm just going to use a little oil. Again, I'm doing it in a rectangular pan. I'll set that aside. But we'll be adding the liquid ingredients that we have mixed so well over in the KitchenAid into our dry ingredients that I have sifted and whisked together so that it's well mixed. We, at this point, do not want to overbeat or overdo the stirring of this because that is what will make our cake be kind of chewy. It doesn't have the texture that you're looking for in a cake. So we're going to add the wet ingredients, and do almost like a folding into the dry ingredients. You hear that noise, that means my oven's preheated and we're ready to start. Okay, we're going to pop it in the oven for 35 to 45 minutes. We'll know it's done when we test it with either our fingers or a toothpick. We're ready to make our icing now. We're going to make it in the stand mixer. If you don't have a stand mixer, you're going to be using your regular handheld mixer. I am having the recipe because I've made the cake in a rectangular pan. If you make a full recipe, it would be plenty of icing plus leftovers for a double layer cake or that famous bunny rabbit cake we've talked about. With the bunny rabbit cake, you could color the icing and have pink ears or purple bow tie, however you'd want to do it. I think a nice way of doing the icing is blending. We're going to blend our cream cheese and our vegan butter. We're going to blend those together and so they're really well mixed together. And then slowly add the powdered sugar and until we get the consistency we want. If we find that it's too runny, we can always refrigerate the icing to get it hardened up a little bit. But just a word of caution, we're not going to ice until the cake is fully cool. So we've got a lot of temptation here because there's nothing better than cream cheese icing. And it's done. Okay, the cake's done. It's been cooling on my counter and we're ready to ice it. I can't wait, especially to taste it. We're going to spread the icing out. I'm keeping it in the pan because there's no reason to take it out. We can take it, and I'm going to take it to Grandy, who's over with our grandchildren tonight. So we'll have cake for dessert. And now for a taste test. It's good. I'll see you next time.